Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Maloney again. Today we're going to work on painting our small scale figure sculptures here. So I have my ballerina all set to go, covered in plaster. We're all going to be using small paint brushes today. And you're going to need to make sure that you're doing the pinch and twist almost every time that you dunk your paintbrush in the water, which will be a lot. If you want to mix up colors today, you can do so on the foam lunch trays. And try to keep the regular paint trays that we've got here nice and clean. Okay, let's get this started. I'm going to start by painting these little stage lights yellow. And I'm going to start again by painting the flowers that she got on stage. Blue for the wrapping and red for the flowers. They're supposed to be roses. I mixed up a little bit of brown and white to make a tint of brown to paint the floor. And this is what I've got so far. Notice no peekaboo spots. If I do see some, I'm going to go back in there and I'm going to cover them up. No peekaboo spots allowed. Make sure you take a moment every so often to look at your sculpture from every angle. Those peekaboo spots are sneaky when you're painting small scale things. Next, I'm going to paint her tutu. I'm going to paint it black because she's supposed to be the black swan. In this ballet, it's a real ballet called Swan Lake. So I'm going to paint her tutu black, and her ballet shoes are also going to be black. Tutu's done. Now I'm painting her hair brown. She has a crown on, so I'm not painting that part brown. That little crown is going to be gray. And now I'm ready to paint her skin. We all have a skin tone to work with, to start with. But let's be honest, skin comes in a lot of different colors. So this skin tone might not be the skin tone you're looking for your sculpture. If you want to change the skin tone to make it darker, you could add some brown to it. If you need to make the skin tone lighter, you would use the white and mix it in. And then if you want to change it even more to make it more pink and rosy colored, you would add pink. And to make it more of like a tan olive color, you would add yellow to that. So the 4 colors you can use to mix with the skin tone are brown, white, pink, and yellow. Feel free to experiment. After you've painted all of the big stuff, you need to start working on the smaller details. I'm going to make a lot of changes to this painting right here. Okay, this is nearly finished. But I am missing a face on my beautiful ballerina, so I need to do that. But check out all of the new details that I added, mostly with black paint. And let's move on to the face. To paint the face, you're going to need a very small paintbrush. You're going to need to make sure that you make it pointy with your fingers before you actually start painting the face. I suggest using black paint to start with for the face. So paint 2 eyes with black paint and a little nose with black paint, and then you can switch to a mouth color like pink or red for the mouth. If you make a mistake like I do, painting the face, you need to stop right away and take a break from it. You can't really fix the mistakes if the paint is wet. It has to be dry. The mistake has to dry out so that you can paint over it with skin tone and then paint it again. Try it again. My mistake is coming up. I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, there it is. My mistake. She's got like a little black swoosh in the middle of her forehead. I try to fix it here, but it's just not going to be fixed. So I need to stop painting the face for a few minutes, let it dry, so that I can fix it up with skin tone later. You might be wondering, why can't I use a Sharpie to draw the face? It's really hard to paint that tiny, small-scale face with a paintbrush. The problem is that Sharpie doesn't really go on tempera paint very well. So tempera paint's the type of paint that we used to paint our sculptures. When it dries, it becomes kind of dusty. And that dust clogs up the Sharpie and doesn't allow it to work. So just keep fixing and trying again to get that face right. We'll work together to get it done. It's been a great time with ya. Hope you enjoyed this small scale figure project. See you next time.